Hello, welcome to the ThrillUp Shorts. Leave a comment and tell us from where you are watching our stories. If you ever encounter any supernatural event, let us know. We will cover it in our next video. Let's start our story. It began as a night of harmless fun. A group of friends gathered in an abandoned cabin nestled deep in the woods. The cabin's sinister reputation was well known, but they laughed it off. They weren't afraid of ghost stories. They were here for adventure. And what better way to break the tension than with a game of truth and dare? The air was thick with excitement and a flicker of unease as they sat around the flickering candles. Clara, the bold adventurer, grinned wickedly. Jake, the ever-skeptic, leaned back with a smirk. Emily, cautious and always overthinking, fidgeted nervously. And Ryan, the joker of the group, was ready for anything. The first few rounds were light-hearted. Dares to chug drinks, silly truths about childhood fears. It was all fun and laughter. But then, the bottle spun, pointing at Ryan. His grin widened. "Dare," he said, leaning forward. Clara's eyes gleamed. "I dare you to go to the attic. Alone. 5 minutes." The room fell silent. Everyone knew the attic's reputation. It wasn't just the cold, the darkness, or the smell of decay. It was the oppressive feeling of being watched. Ryan, never one to back down, grabbed a flashlight. "Piece of cake," he said, heading upstairs. Minutes ticked by. First 1, then 2, then 5. The tension in the room grew unbearable. "Ryan?" Clara called out. No response. Jake chuckled nervously. Classic Ryan. He's trying to freak us out. But when another minute passed, Jake stood. "I'll go get him," he said, his voice masking a hint of fear. As Jake climbed the stairs, the creaking boards seemed to echo louder than they should. He reached the attic door, slightly ajar, swinging gently as if inviting him in. "Ryan?" he whispered, stepping inside. His flashlight swept across the room, revealing only a dusty rocking chair and a shattered mirror. No sign of Ryan. And then, the attic door slammed shut. Downstairs, Clara and Emily jumped at the sound. Clara's voice trembled as she called out, "Jake? Ryan, what's going on up there?" The response came in the form of a scream, a blood-curdling scream that froze them both. Emily grabbed Clara's arm, tears streaming down her face. "We need to leave, now," she cried. Clara shook her head. "I'm not leaving them behind." She picked up a heavy candlestick, her knuckles white as she gripped it. "Stay here if you're scared." Reluctantly, Emily followed Clara up the stairs. The attic door was wide open. Inside, the rocking chair moved on its own, creaking rhythmically. Jake's flashlight lay on the floor, its beam casting eerie shadows. "Jake? Ryan?" Clara called, her voice cracking. In the corner, the broken mirror began to fog. Slowly, words appeared, scrawled as though by an unseen hand. "Leave, or join them." Emily screamed, turning and running down the stairs. Clara stayed, her breath quickening. "Show yourself," she yelled, her voice shaking. The room grew deathly cold. Shadows began to swirl in the corner, forming into a tall, faceless figure. Its voice was a chilling whisper, yet it filled the room. "You dared. Now you pay." Clara swung the candlestick, but it passed through the figure like smoke. She turned to run, but the attic door slammed shut, trapping her inside. Her screams echoed through the cabin. Outside, Emily stumbled to the car, her hands trembling as she fumbled with the keys. She finally started the engine, her heart pounding in her chest. She looked into the rear-view mirror to reverse and froze. A voice, low and menacing, whispered from the back seat. Your turn. If this sent chills down your spine, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ThrillUp Shorts for more stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Stay tuned, if you dare.